Here's a little tip from Elmo. It's time for you to fix your fucking attitude, okay? Right? Let's do that. Yeah. Here's a little tip from Elmo. It's time.
Olympic silver medalist Miho Nonaka stunned everyone with her incredible power. The key challenge was to reach the top within 4 minutes, and climbers were allowed to take as many attempts as they liked. To start the climb, athletes had to swing right with a kick-out move and grab the next hold with the right hand. But because of the terrible holds, climbers couldn't hold on and kept slipping repeatedly. The only climber to reach the farthest and score 10 points on the zone was Annie Sanders of the USA. But just before reaching the top, she couldn't generate enough power to mantle up by pressing down with the left hand and peeled off the wall like everyone else. Then came Miho Nonaka of Japan. Instead of kicking out to the right, she staticked through the initial section and reached the zone in just 2 attempts. But if you think that's impressive, watch what she does next. Using just raw upper body strength, she hung her entire body weight on an extremely bad hold and somehow held on in an incredible display of power, becoming the only one to top this boulder.
Got a mantle up. It's just above her head. She's eyeing it up. Takes a deep breath. She's got to snap that right hand in. Holds the bar door. And what a top for Miho Nonaka.
Olympic silver medalist Miho Nonaka stunned everyone. During a friendly climbing session with Magnus, Janja Garnbret pulled off an insane move that left the veteran climber speechless. But wait until you see Janja's reaction when Magnus tried to do the same. The boulder itself was designed to be a V12, which in non-climbing terms simply means extremely hard to climb. Both athletes took turns attempting it, laughing and joking around as they watched each other fail. That is until Janja got serious, and suddenly the entire room went silent. She casually extended her left leg high up on the left volume, showing incredible flexibility, but she somehow managed to shift her weight with delicate foot placement that seemed almost surreal to watch.
It's crazy how she's smearing that. Oh my god. It looks like that shouldn't be possible.
In the end, she stepped onto tiny edges with no handholds to reach the top. But if you thought that was impressive, look at the moves on Magnus. That leg split was diabolical.
Oh, that effort from...
So the neighbors called the cops on me again. This is the 5th time they've done this in the past month. And when the cops showed up late at night, they told me that the neighbors reported a frozen dog in the backyard. When I opened up my door, I just told them it's Hershey. And he's loving the snow. And the cop insisted and said, no. That dog is frozen. You need to get him inside or put a jacket on him. So the neighbors called the...
Welcome to luxury.
What is the one spy trick you would teach everyone that they can use to improve their life instantly?
First, the most important spy trick to change everything immediately is something called perception versus perspective. We all look at the world through our own perception, but perception is your interpretation of the world around you, but it's unique only to you. There's no advantage in your perception. That's why so many people find themselves arguing all the time, trying to convince other people of their own perception. The way that you win any argument, the way that you get ahead in your career, the way that you outsell or outrace anybody is when you move off of perception and move into perspective. When you shift places and get out of your own perception and into someone else's perspective, now you're thinking like them, which is giving you an informational advantage. But you know what they're all doing? Everyone else out there is trapped in their own perception, not thinking about a different perspective. So immediately you have superior information, superior positioning. You have an advantage that they don't have. If you do that to your boss, it's going to change your career. If you do that to your spouse, it's going to change your marriage. If you do that to your kids, it's going to change your family legacy because nobody else out there is doing it.
What is the one spy trick you would teach?
When you look at Elon Musk, he seems like insane and chaotic from the outside. Why does he have the boring company? That doesn't make any sense. He's drilling all these tunnels underground. Why would he do that? Well, if he wants to go to Mars, humans aren't going to live on the surface of Mars. They're going to live underground. So you're going to have to build massive tunnel complexes underground. Well, why does he have a solar company? He's going to have to be pretty good at building power plants. Right? So why don't you build large solar fields? Because there's no real estate problems on Mars. So you can build like 5 miles of solar field. business if you want. Why is Billy Robotics Company? Why do you have all these Tesla bots? You're not going to have 5 million humans show up overnight, but you can ship millions of robots ahead of time and use them as your labor force to help build up everything, and they don't need atmosphere and some other things. Why does he have an AI company? Well, you need some sort of intelligence to coordinate and run and terraform the planet. Why does he need a battery-powered car company? Because you're not going to be running internal combustion engines. There's no fossil fuels to consume on Mars, so you need battery-powered cars to be able to drive around. So it's actually coherent when you see that entire framework. He wrote it all down, all by hand run. It's like, this makes so much sense. When you look at Elon Musk, he seems like insane and chaotic from the outside. Why does he have the boring company? That doesn't make any sense. Drilling all these tunnels underground. Why would he?
This bird outsmarted 100 Japanese engineers in seconds. In the 1990s, Japan's fastest bullet trains faced a shocking problem. When these 200-mile-per-hour beasts entered tunnels, they created such powerful sonic booms that nearby buildings started shaking. 100 top engineers worked for months but couldn't solve it until one engineer noticed something incredible. He saw a kingfisher diving into water at high speed without making a single splash. And the secret was its perfect beak design. What happened next shocked the world. They redesigned the entire train like the bird's beak, and boom, problem solved in seconds. This bird outsmarted 100 Japanese engineers in seconds. In the 1990s, one of my daughters said, I signed up to play this song at this school, like festival type of thing. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. What are you going to do? She said, I'm going to sing and play guitar. This girl doesn't know how to play guitar. She took 2 lessons, and a little while later, I'm listening and I'm hearing her doing her thing. She's got most of it. Like, she's getting really pretty far. And I was like, hey, by the way, like that one chord at the end of this part, it's actually, your fingers go here. And she's like, yeah, whatever. Like, basically leave me alone. And I was like, okay, sorry, like, whatever, I'm sure you got it. I told my wife the story where I was like, oh, it's so cool. She like came around, my wife starts laughing at me. She said, I heard you two talking originally, and she was like, get out of here, basically, like, don't tell me how to play. After you left, I went in the room and I was like, hey, you should listen to your dad. And my daughter goes, what does he know about performing? My wife literally pulled up a video of us at Lincoln Park on stage, like Rock and Rio in front of 85,000 people. My daughter goes, who's that? One of my daughters said, I signed up to play this song at this school, like festival type thing. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. What are you going to do? She said, I'm going to sing and play guitar. This girl doesn't know how to play guitar. She took 2 lessons, and a little while later, I'm listening and I'm hearing her doing her thing. She's got most of it. Like, she's getting really pretty far. And I was like, hey, by the way, like that one chord at the end of this part, it's actually, your fingers go here. And she's like, yeah, whatever.
Have you heard of the Lake Muir incident in Louisiana? Underneath this lake was a vast amount of salt. So a salt mine company started in 1910 salt mining underneath this lake. And it just so happened this lake was also on an oil reserve. So 1980, while Texaco was drilling in this lake, they accidentally pierced into the salt mine.
Oh no!
Drilled straight into it. There's 55 salt mine workers down the salt mine. I mean, hundreds of thousands of feet below the surface. All of a sudden they just heard, there's like,
no.
And then all of a sudden it's like, you see this like,
too pure for us.
They're like, uh-oh. And then all of a sudden it's like, the water started just gushing in. Luckily, all 55 salt miners were able to get out, but this thing filled up within minutes. The guys that were running the barge up top, they heard this clanking sound in the world, and they kept on drilling, and all of a sudden just this small whirlpool started forming below the lake, and then all of a sudden it started getting faster and faster. They all escaped, but it ended up sucking in the entire barge. This little island that was on the lake sucked that in, that had a house on it, sucked in trucks, boats, a tugboat. No one died in this incident. They said that at one point, it created the largest waterfall in Louisiana. It was literally a 200-foot waterfall in the middle of this lake, sucking in the entire lake, straight down. It sucked it all in, and there was a canal leading.
To really be paying attention to this, but I have not. And now I don't know what the fuck is going on. This is partially most of my life. Stupid fucking Instagram. I love it so fucking much. You wanna know what? Everybody in my life is like, oh, you should quit it. You should quit Instagram. I'm like, I'll never quit. Oh, great. He's electrical and he's gonna shoot bullets in his hand.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
new blood has been rejected. Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Great. What, is this a movie? I thought this would be a video game. They're like, no. You paid to 50% be watching a fucking show.
Snake, can you hear me?
So yeah.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Just barely.
All day, always.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the Survival Viewer with the Survival Viewer button. If you select Cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into two types of treatment: medicine and surgical procedures. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with a movement stick to the affected part of your body, and press the enter button. Once you've selected the affected area, use the movement stick to select the medical item, and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the Survival Viewer and treat those wounds.
So, wound is still open, bandage. Wow, you got beat up bad, eh?
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you
How
now.
do they
Just
know?
stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Like, it'd be cool if they had, like, some missile that they would launch at his location that would, like, drop one of those fucking lines with, like, one of those, like, what is it called? Balloons that just hang in, like, the atmosphere so a plane can come and just, like, fucking grab you. That'd be so cool.
Shagohod. Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American.
Rocket launcher.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Ooh.
The U.S. military has given me a lot of different skills. That is.
Try the gray stuff. It's delicious. You don't believe me? Ask the dishes. They can sing. They can after all, Miss Mrs. Brown. And the dinner here is never second best. Go on and fold your men. You'll take a glance and then you'll be our guest. We our guest. Be our guest. Be frank. Cheats the bread. Prepare and serve with flair and unity calories. You're scared, but the banquet's all prepared. No one's blue smoke or place, while the flatware's entertaining. We tell jokes and do tricks with my fellow candlesticks.
Okay, so I think we finally have an answer as to why all of the generals of the entire United States military are being ordered to gather in Quantico, Virginia at Marine Corps Base Quantico. But first, here's the Secretary of War with the gritty. The full stated purpose for this meeting is for the Secretary of War to deliver a brief speech lasting less than an hour, focused on
with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream.
How much would it cost me to hire 10 of the best snipers for $1,000? Jamaica 10 snipers that I...
Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. This ordeal, the trial to survive, for the day we see
Arctic Ocean. Altitude 30,000 feet. Approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you, too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This Fox is still one step ahead of the Hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borisovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yeah, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells?
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to
mean? Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right, then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square 0. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and Lali Lule Lo.
Lali Lule Lo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
That took forever. This game is all talk. It's all I know they want you to know this story, but it's like, fuck. It's like, tell me this story while I'm playing. You guys are like, what a bitch. You guys are probably like, what a bitch. Bet you there was all secrets back there and I missed them all.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
What are you doing here?
Go home. Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry.
He was already down. Blowing it up,
The
really
border
he's
is
gonna
60
stir
miles
it
south
up,
of you.
like, oh.
You ought to be able to run that far.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long. If we meet again, I'll kill you. Now, go home.
Everyone says that I have problems. Like, look at this bitch. She sounds like she's Four Loco. Why don't you bring her into fucking KMH, you sick fucks? She's like, if I see you again, I'll fucking murder you. Like,
This
who
is
says
Snake.
that?
Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
I saw someone. Huh? Huh? What was that? Who's that? HQ respond.
There's something wrong. Support unit, confirm their status.
What's wrong? What's wrong? The enemy.
Where?
We're under attack? Who's that? Some backup. Radio man must have got me.
How come he has no gun? Makes sense for this.
that?
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me! Trapped.
Get down! There is your answer. The name's Eva.
This is like Austin Powers. seems very professional. You can tell.
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgin is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were?
Yes.
Why?
Because I can do things he can't.
I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union without
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by. Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
.45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized. Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from. You had this with you, didn't you? Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then?
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear. First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight. Right, let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
You'll never make it in your condition. It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information. Nothing more. You look disappointed. All right, then. I'll do something special for you. I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down. What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Gonna get that?
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover naturally from sickness and injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.
What's the matter?
We're surrounded. I see 4 of them.
We've got company. It's the Ocelot unit. Let's get out of here. Hurry. Don't forget your gear. Here, give me a hand. We can use this to get to the basement. Damn it! Ocelot. I'll get past them on my bike. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'll keep them busy. Huh?
Don't go dying on me now.
I got gunk in my eyes.
I see him! see him.
Where? Oh.
Snake,